All right, so welcome back. So we are now talking now about TrucabTT. And joining us is Cole Mason of TrucabTT. Mr. Mason, thank you very much for coming this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Tell us about TrucabTT.
All right. So TrucabTT is a ride-sharing platform for taxi drivers. So as you know, that in order to travel, to be legitimate, to do legitimate transportation, your car or vehicle must be H, right? So if you're traveling in a vehicle and the vehicle is a private vehicle, therefore that is illegitimate. So TrucabTT is there now so that taxi drivers could come on board and do legitimate ride sharing. So it's like a ride sharing experience. Just is strictly for taxis or any vehicle that is H.
How long have you all been around?
Yes, we launched on the 24th of September. This is a new platform. So it have other platforms out there, of course, but it's not is nothing like what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about this rideshare concept, because I'm sure it's a new concept. A lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago have heard about it. But so tell us a little more so that people can understand what we're speaking about.
So basically, there's an app for passengers and there's an app for the taxi drivers. So the taxi drivers will download their app. They will upload their necessary documents required in order to sign up and then be approved, of course, in order to use the service. And then there's the app for the passengers where they will download. They will also have to upload a form of identification, of course, for the safety of the drivers. Once they do that, we check out their profile. And once the profile is straight, we approve it, and therefore they could use this service as well. So you go on the app, you enter your destination. You can decide if you want to ride later or if you want to ride now. You will see an estimated fare, of course, of of the ride. And once there's different categories as well: regular, executive. And once you select which ride you want, then you tap and book the ride, and it will send out a signal to every driver within 50 kilometers that this person need a ride.
Yes.
And whichever driver accepted first, they will now get the details of the person they're going to pick up, the directions. On the passenger side, they will get a code that they will need to provide to the driver. So there is no way of getting into the wrong vehicle, right? So as long as the driver show up for the passenger will give the driver that code. Driver will enter that code on his app, and then the ride will start and take the passenger to their destination.
Where can people get the app?
You can get it on the Play Store and the Apple App Store as well.
All right. Let's speak because safety and security are very big issues these days. So is it that when taxi drivers sign on, that you all are the people who are vetting them?
Yes. Yes. So they will be asked to upload certain documents, like
certificate of character.
Taxi badge holders
is
required to have a certificate of character to get a taxi badge. So we ask for the taxi badge. So the taxi badge, the driver's license, the insurance, certified copy of the vehicle, and pictures of the vehicle. And that will be on our platform waiting to be reviewed. Right? So we will check it out, make sure that everything is correct. The driver also have to upload a selfie photo, right? And a selfie photo, not a photo from your library. That is to ensure that the person who is the profile picture that we see is the actual person that is using the platform.
Is there any contact with you and the taxi driver to make sure that this is the person?
contact between the driver and us.
Yes.
We don't...
To ensure a sort of stringent vetting process.
Right. So what we will do, we will call because the numbers, of course, they will have to upload the phone numbers, of course. So we'll call the number, we'll contact the driver. We'll have let's have a small talk with them. And now when the driver show up for a passenger, of course, the passenger will see the photo of the driver.
So it is shared with the passenger.
All the necessary information. So the picture of the driver will be shared with the passenger, and the passenger picture will be shared with the driver.
Yes.
So the driver know who he's picking up, and the passenger would know also, because the number plate of the vehicle, all that will come up on the passenger app. How
does the passenger pay?
They could pay via cash right now. That's for now until we introduce the cashless payments.
And that cash goes to the driver?
All the cash goes to the driver, and the driver, they will pay the commission to us. We will give them the necessary information where they will need to make the payment, all right, and they will pay the necessary commission to us.
What is the response by taxi drivers?
So far, we have not a lot of drivers, because of course this is something new. We only launched on the 24th. So so far we have a few drivers that on our platform that if somebody book a ride, they should be able to get a driver within that 50-kilometer range.
But you hope that this sort of service would spread to other parts of the country so that you are able to provide service from anywhere and everywhere in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, because it's an enhancement. It's not something that you have to do if it is your sign-on. Use a toggle on and off switch. So if it is you in a line on the taxi stand, instead of waiting in the line and just there, you could just turn on the app. Somebody might need a ride somewhere close by, right? And then you could just go do that job, and just, if you want to go back and join the line, or you might get a job before you reach the line. So
yeah. Is it also offered in Tobago?
Yes, it is throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Any driver want to sign up, they could sign up, and any passenger want to use the app, they also could sign up.
Yeah. What about, is this service provided on a 24-hour basis?
Yeah, well, it all depends on the drivers, of course.
Yes.
So drivers, it have drivers who work at night, right? So we encourage them as well to sign up, because I'm a taxi driver, and I know night is be slow. It's not like in the daytime, fast pace. So in the nighttime, instead of just waiting, sit down in a long period waiting for somebody or for a car to full, this is another way. You just turn on the app. The people who are using the app are verified by us. So there's no, like, it not just feel like it's shaky or feeling. Of course, anything can happen anywhere, no matter what you try. But that's our way to have some kind of accountability if something was to happen, which is which is highly likely, because nobody want to upload the ID and verify themselves then to go and do a crime. So yeah.
I know that other people are also providing similar services, but what makes your service different from the other people?
Ours, we are different because one is strictly taxis.
Yes.
The other services, they don't operate that way. So we only use taxis. We also have a cashback where you get rewards for using the app. We also have a transportation, like if you want to move a van, we also have that feature. So anybody with a van and they want to move items from point A to point B, we have that. Yeah, and that is
all right.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mason. Well, we just have about 30 seconds again. Anything else you'd like to tell us?
Well, I hope the nation embrace this this new thing. All right, is we try to do it in a legit way, in a lawful way, and we just invite the traveling and also the taxi drivers to come on board and let us provide the best service that we can.
All right. Mr. Mason, thank you very much for coming this morning, and we wish you all the best, with your initiative.
Thank you.
All right. We are going to another very quick break. We're coming back.